is Israel. I'm from Spain. I'm from Madrid. But I live in Russia. Okay, it's very strange, but yes. I'm teaching Spanish in person, online, during 8 years, only here in Russia. Why Spanish? Spanish is, like my students told me, that is very beautiful, the sound. That's why in our lessons, always we use a lot of songs. A lot of people likes to memorize the songs. This is very practical to use it to speak Spanish. There are a lot of words and verbs very similar to Spanish, to English. Very, very, very similar. We have a lot of beautiful beaches, especially in the south, in the north, but the north, it isn't very popular to foreigners, but it's very popular for Spanish people, especially for me.
Because it's a less touristic place, I think.
Yeah, the tourist place is the east coast and the south, but not the north, because sometimes the sea in the north sometimes is very cold. Yes, Malaga, Marbella is perfect, but in Malaga the sea is a little cold, not in the east coast, like Alicante, Valencia, Barcelona.
Do you think Spanish is an easy language to learn for example, a French speaker? Because I think most of the people here are French speakers. And do you think you
Yes.
speak French?
I have now 3 people who speak English and French. For them, it's very, 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 very easy. Because we have, if you can see one word, one verb, it's very similar to English, but it's very similar to French too. It's really was the best student because for them it's very easy.
And so nowadays you mostly teach to Russian students, I think?
Yes.
And what do you know? What was the main motivation to learn Russian? What led them to learn Spanish? I mean,
of course, vacations in Spain. Go to Spain to work. Yes, La Casa de Papel is a very good series.
Okay.
Of course, the Russian students always say that English is for work, okay, but Spanish is for the soul. No soul. There is other word more popular for soul. Alma. Yes, for the spirit. Yes. English is more practical, but Spanish is like more beautiful.
Okay, so like English is the language you need, but Spanish is the language you love.
Anything else? Our food, for example, paella. We have a lot of seafood to eat. Very, 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 very tasty. With paella is this seafood with rice.
And is there any specific dish in Madrid? So not paella, but something else which is typical from Madrid?
Yes, every region have a lot of typical dishes. For example, from Madrid, the most important is, the name is cocido. Is are three dishes. In the first place is one soup. In the second place is some potatoes and carrots and some vegetables. In the third place is only meat. Anything else? The sun. The sun is very important for the Spanish people. Yeah. We have a lot of sunny days.
Yeah.
In one part in the south, in Andalusia, there is an area where there is more days with sun in Europe. For example, the name is Azarquía. It's near of Malaga. It's a good place to live. In this part, there are a lot of little village.
Okay.
In the mountain, very little village, very white village in the mountain. You can see the sea from there. If the life there is perfect. Usually you don't walk inside by car, only walking, but it's impossible. It's prohibited.
I guess these are beautiful places to go for hiking or just wandering in the nature. Or...
Yes, in Andalusia, of course, you can climb mountains. You have beaches. For example, in Granada, you can practice ski. You can practice skiing. In 1 hour by car, you have beach, for example, near of Granada, in Sierra Nevada. Shakira. Do you like Shakira?
She's not from Spain. Well, yeah. She's not from Spain, but yeah.
She's from Colombia.
Colombia, yeah.
But no problem. We use some songs from Shakira because it's very popular.
Yeah, I guess.
I think that only have 5 men. The rest are women. That was I need to use a lot of songs from Shakira. Yes, it's very practical because the people knows a lot of songs. He can remember a lot of phrases, a lot of sentences, a lot of words. For the student, always is very, 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 very easy, very practical.
I think it's a good way to learn languages through songs or through TV shows like La Casa de Papel.
Yes, but depends of the student, because I think that there isn't a perfect way for the student, because I have students that for them with songs is the best, but other students only to repeat. Other students is better to play games.
Yeah.
Other students only to see a little part of films. Speak about them because they can remember very good the sounds. Maybe it's difficult for them to write, but they speak very good because for them it's very important the sound.
Okay.
That's why for me it's impossible to decide what is the best way to teach, because every student is different. I have to look for to find the most way.
Yeah, as you were saying, there is no one best way to teach a language or to learn a language, because everybody's different. And I think you were not there when we were starting this meeting, but we were saying to everybody that for the online courses, for your online courses, people can talk with you first in the first session, which is free, and in which you can talk to them to assess what are their needs, what are the best way for them to learn, and how they want to learn. Because, as you were saying, everybody's different. So I'm saying it again. That's the advantage with the online courses that Israel can give you.
Yes.
Okay.
Fiesta.
Yeah.
All people knows the word fiesta. Why? It's very important in Spanish.
Also, fiesta y siesta.
Fiesta y siesta. Siesta. Siesta is very, very healthy. Yes. If somebody haven't tried yet, I can recommend them that they have to try, because it's very, very, very healthy. Only 30 minutes after lunch. Yeah. But fiesta, we have a lot of famous fiestas. For example, what is the most important fiesta in Spain? Who knows some fiesta?
The most important day.
Some. The most important maybe is, or for a student, is tomatina.
Yeah, okay. I've heard of that one. Could you explain a bit what in what it consists?
The people only be in the street with millions of kilograms from tomatoes. Other people in the trucks throw the tomatoes to the other people. It's like a battle of tomatoes.
These are rotten tomatoes, aren't they? They're not fresh tomatoes that are meant for sale, I guess.
Yes, exactly. The people bathe. He can swim. I don't like, but it's very famous.
Okay. No. You've never been there?
No.
Okay.
More. San Fermines.
What is this?
Pues San Fermines es una fiesta en julio, ¿vale? July 7th, where the people run with toros.
Don't know.
Bull.
Okay.
Bull. Yes. It is very popular too. The people run in the street with the bulls. Well, not now, but 2-3 years ago, every year, the bulls killed 2 or 3 people.
Wow.
Every year.
2 or 3 people every year. Okay.
Yes, because the people run very drunk.
Yeah.
Because it's fiesta, but now no. Now the police have a very big control.
Okay.
To the people. Now it's okay, but it's very dangerous.
I see that there's also a question from Jean. I would like to know, is there really such a big difference between Spanish and Portuguese? What do you think as a Spanish speaker?
It's very similar for them, not for us. I can't understand a lot of Portuguese because it's very different for us. But for Portuguese, for people from Portuguese, they can understand us perfectly.
Okay, so it works better in one way than in the other.
Yes, I can understand something.
Okay.
But they can understand all.
All right. Okay. Okay.
For Italian, it's better. With Italian, I can understand not all, but maybe 80%.
Okay. Okay. And
they can understand us 80% too. No, there is some problem. I have a friend here. She speaks Italian very, very, very good. She speaks Italian. I speak Spanish. No problem.
Okay, you can communicate by talking each of you in your own language.
Yes.
Okay. So and it's when it's written, when you have time to read and to analyze the language, can you understand even more? Can you?
Yes. In general, no problem.
Okay. 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 How do you celebrate Christmas in Spain?
The Christmas is very similar from other countries, I think. We have Santa Claus. We have, the name is Magic Kings. Vale? We have 2 days that the people, especially the children, receive presents. Of course, we eat a lot in Christmas, but only we have 3 days off. Okay? Only 3 days. Okay. For example, here in Russia, we have 1 week, maybe 10 days.
Okay. Okay.
There was a question that I
maybe one final question because it's about time. What about the differences in pronunciation between the Spanish regions? That's a good question. Are there many
Spanish regions?
Difference in
every region is different.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, except in the center, Madrid, Castilla-La Mancha, Castilla-León, Aragon is the same, but Galicia is different. Asturias is the same, but in Madrid. Andalusia have your very strong accent. In Valencia, maybe it's the same, a little. Murcia is the same that the center in general. But in each region have accent.
And also regional languages, I guess. Can you give some examples? Someone says.
For the accent.
For example, examples in the pronunciation differences.
For example, in Andalusia, when the ending of the word is dos, they don't use de, only vos. Like, for example, levantados, pues ellos dicen levantaos. Okay, y sometimes the last, skip some letters. Y sometimes the final of the word, they don't speak nothing. But now I don't remember examples.
That's fine. Well, thank you. Thank you very much.
but I have one student he study in Granada for 2 years. Now when she's come back to Russia, they have the same accent that in Andalusia. The same. It's very funny, very funny to listen a Russian girl with accent from Andalusia.
Maybe she's from the south of Russia.
Yeah, maybe.
No, I'm just joking. Okay. Well, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for coming, Israel. Thanks a lot for your presentation.
You're welcome.